Hello?
Hello, Master.
Yeah, you guys all right there?
Oh, we're doing fine, Master. Thank you for asking. How are you, Master?
Oh, I'm okay. I'm better.
Oh, good.
I ordered some vegan cheese for you guys.
Oh.
It's coming a little late because it's so difficult. Maybe too many people buy it. They cannot do it quick enough. Maybe a month or something.
Oh.
But
Thank you,
it
Master.
will be good. Better than nothing.
Yes, we love vegan cheese.
We'll have to order nearby.
Yes.
Because if we order from America or Europe, it takes a long time. Not that long, maybe, but it's so complicated.
Yes, Master.
And they put a lot of ice in order to keep it fresh on the way in the airplane, and it becomes astronomically expensive.
Yes.
But I them to order a lot this time from nearby, not from far away. It's better you eat something always nearby, within 50 kilometers from where you live.
Yes, I understand.
It's always better that way. Economically and environmentally, but also health-wise, they advise like that.
Yes, Master.
Okay. Anything you guys need? You and your colleagues?
We have everything we need.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yes. Thank you, Master.
I make sure now and then I just want to ask you something. If you're shy to ask, you still happy, huh? You know them. Everybody's happy, huh?
Yes, Master. Everyone's happy.
Yeah. It's good. Now I know. You don't see me at all, you're still happy. I am not needed. The message is loud and clear.
We need you outside and inside.
Yeah, inside I cannot escape.
Yes, Master.
One day when we have time, I will tell you guys a story about a wonderful planet.
Oh.
Compared to ours, yes.
Oh, that would be exciting.
It's not far. It's about 150 light years from us.
Oh.
And they have visited us sometimes lately.
Oh, wow.
At least some weeks ago by UFO. Huh?
Oh, wow.
And we have nothing like that. Wow, what a shame. It's just wasting a lot of money for war, fighting, and harming humanity, harming each other, and harming the animals, people, the planet, and the environment. I am so sad. Anything good? Tell me.
We have some questions, Master.
Tell me.
Okay.
Who are we? Are you alone or two of you?
I'm just me.
Or somebody helps you somehow recording?
No, just me.
Okay. All right. Tell me.
Yes, Master. The French President Macron told President Zelensky to give up Ukrainian land to Russia so that Putin is not too humiliated in order to have peace. Is it a good solution, Master?
I don't know, son. Really, I tell you what. If the Ukrainian people agree to that, then I'm also glad. What is a piece of land anyway?
Yes, Master.
It's just that Russia is too bad. I mean, Putin is too bad. He wants one thing, and then he wants another thing, and then another thing. From Crimea until now, he never stopped.
Yes, Master.
Always preparing to snatch some more land. And not just more land. I told you he wanted Ukraine.
That's right.
And now, recently, they just discovered that there is a plan, the documents, about President Putin, he wanted Ukraine. Just that they failed with Kiev. But if you give in to them, they will go back again.
Yes, Master.
Oh, I'm telling you, everybody wants peace, not just Zelensky and the Ukrainian people.
Yes, Master.
Everybody in the world wants peace because it costs too much. Too many human lives and maimed and suffer and disabled people and separated family, everything. And economy and food shortage, everything is bad for humanity.
Yes.
But you see, President Zelensky, he's only a president. He doesn't own Ukraine as private property.
That's right.
So now, even if he wants peace desperately, he cannot go against his people's will, who voted for him.
Understand.
He has to do his people's mandate. Every president or king or queen must.
Yes, Master.
He doesn't own Ukraine. Does Ukraine belong to Zelensky or anybody?
No, it doesn't.
No. And if his people don't mandate him, he cannot. He cannot give any peace even 1 inch away. He has no right to do it.
Yes, Master.
They voted for him because they trusted him to protect their land.
Yes.
How can he give it to Russia, even if he wanted to?
I understand, Master.
Which he doesn't. Because by the way that the Ukrainian people fight to death like that, it's clear like daylight that they don't want Russia.
Yes, Master.
Either the women, children, and the elderly run away to escape death and the brutality of Putin's war, or they stay behind and fight. They did not want to give up, even though they are in danger. They have food shortages and no drink and all that. For example, under the steel plant, the soldiers, there are not many, but they say they will not surrender. They will fight till the end.
Yes, they did.
So how can any, even the powerful president, give up any inch of their land?
Yes, Master.
They will turn against him if he does.
That's right.
Besides, Zelensky is like all of the Ukrainian people. They say they are Ukrainian. They don't surrender.
Yes.
I read also Zelensky said that we will not give any of our land just to save somebody's face.
That's right. Yes, he did.
That's not right, is it?
No, it's not.
What kind of international law is this? That anybody can just come into anybody's country brutally, bombing everywhere, killing anybody in sight, and then demand to have more land. And the international community should agree to that? Macron would support that?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that means encouraging Russia to continue to use brutal atrocities, to continue eating up land around Russia.
Yes, Master.
First of all, they say that because Ukraine wants to join NATO, so Putin sent his army to beat up Ukraine. But Ukraine still did not join NATO, and NATO said, okay, we don't accept Ukraine. Still killing the Ukrainians and want to take the country.
That's right.
No need any reason at all. Any reason, it's just BS, yeah?
Yes, Master.
You can see that very well.
Yes, Master.
And now, Finland, Sweden, he said that because Ukraine used to belong to Russia.
Yes.
But Finland and Sweden have nothing to do with Russia, and they also threaten them. They are in the European Union.
Yes, Master.
It's like threatening the whole European Union, because threatening one member of their family is like threatening the whole family.
Yes, Master.
So this Putin, he just say anything he wants and bully anybody he likes. So how can you support such a person? He is not human.
I understand.
Either he's a madman or he's evil. Even if you don't believe me that he's evil or working for Satan, you can believe that he's a madman.
Yes, Master.
There's no reason. You can't reason with this type of people. And then, how can Macron support Putin and give the excuse like free speech or whatever and airing Russian propaganda on their television?
Yes, Master.
So there's no need to talk anymore. Now you can see, okay?
Yes, Master. Very clear.
Even if President Macron likes Russian President Putin very much, he should know there's only one-way street, because he still threatens France with a real war through his subordinates, through Medvedev. Or maybe he enjoys seeing Putin in person from the other end of a 2-kilometer long table. I guess it's better than nothing.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I can't believe. Just very disappointing. France's leader. Oh, man. There's no reason for Putin to bully anybody in any country.
No, not at all.
Just all kinds of rubbish excuses. And now even threatens Finland and Sweden. The more he threatens, the more they will come in. Because of his threat, that's why they come in.
Yes, that's right.
Originally, they didn't think about that.
Yes.
Now, thanks to Putin, that they would join NATO.
He sped them up.
Yeah. Otherwise, they would not even think about it, yeah?
Yes, Master.
Oh, but I don't like it, because Finland and Sweden were so easily welcomed. But Ukraine, no mention.
Yes, Master.
So this is either a kind of discrimination or cowardice. That's what I don't like.
Yes, Master.
And even Finland and Sweden normally want to be neutral, but because of Putin's atrocity in Ukraine now, they wanted to join NATO.
Yes.
And what's that got to do with Putin? And he even threatened them.
Yes, Master.
They are sovereign countries. They have their own independence and their own freedom.
Yes.
I mean, Sweden even has monarchy.
Yes, Master.
It has never belonged to Russia. So what's that got to do with Putin, that he even forbids them to join NATO? They join anywhere they want. They can go to the moon, Mars, if they want to.
Yes, Master.
This kind of mentality, how can Macron support it? It's not about the land that you can give away or not give away. It's people who live in it as well.
Yes.
You can't just sell your people to anybody who comes in using brutal force to snatch it.
That's right.
Suppose it happened to France. Would Macron do it?
Of course not.
Oh, he wouldn't. Oh, I hope not.
Oh, I hope not, yes.
Who knows, if he's a coward, he would give it just so that he can be safe. It doesn't concern him and France yet, and he's already showing his weakness.
Yes, Master.
That's what I think it is, weakness, or bias.
Yes.
How can you turn your eyes away from the suffering of these gentle and peaceful Ukrainian people? Just only some weeks, and then the country is devastated like that.
Yes, Master.
And people die in tens of thousands and dozens of millions. It's 13 million now, or maybe even more. They lost count, became homeless, became beggar refugees in other countries.
Yes, Master.
They had their good life, they tended to their farm and were taking care of their family. Life was peaceful until Putin came along.
Yes, Master.
And how can Macron, president of France, even support that kind of brutality of the dictator or the evil, greedy so-called leader like Putin?
Yes, Master.
Even children would hate him. Even I am a so-called spiritual practitioner, but I could not bear it.
Understand.
So what do you think? Do you think he is right?
Of course he's not right, but maybe he's with the devil or something, or is influenced by them to help Putin.
I think so. Most of the world's leaders came to Kyiv already to show support.
Yes.
And to pledge some more financial help or military help.
Yes, Master.
Recently, even many of your American top congressmen, senators, or House top leaders all came to Kyiv to show support.
Yes, Master. That's right.
Oh, man. What kind of president, Macron? I'm so disappointed. I'm so sorry for him as well. How can he make himself into such a degraded status like that?
Yes, Master.
And he didn't even want to go to Kyiv. I read that somewhere.
Oh, yes.
He's too big to go. I guess he just won the election and still feels the heat of victory and became arrogant.
Yes, Master.
This is the thing that ancient wisdom is afraid of most. They are afraid most to become the loser if they become arrogant. Because like in the war, for example, they always warn the soldiers that when they win, they should not become arrogant, because then they will lose. So a president could not afford to be arrogant like that.
Yes, Master.
The bigger you are in society, in the world, the more humble you should be. So a president could not afford to be arrogant like that.
Yes, Master.
The bigger you are in society, in the world, the more humble you should be.
Yes, Master.
But I don't see that example, even from the top spiritual leader like T. Francis. I don't see that example already.
Yes, Master.
So how can his followers become humble or anything like that?
Yes.
So, but this is bad for them. People don't like snobbish men or women, whoever.
No, Master.
Even the lady, the new president of Hungary,
Yes.
she condemned Putin's brutal war in Ukraine. But it's funny. Her prime minister is the opposite. Last time we talked about Orban.
Yes.
Man, I'm so tired of men. Ladies, they have more sense. Like the chief of Europe.
Yes, Master.
Madame von der Leyen.
Yes.
She even went by train. Imagine that. The top leader of the European Union went by train. Simply just went there to Kyiv and then handed President Zelensky some protocol, of course, some questionnaires that he can answer so that he can join the EU.
Yes, Master.
Simplified bureaucracy.
Yes.
It will be not as usual a matter of years to form this opinion, but I think a matter of weeks if we work closely together. For you, dear Volodymyr.
Thank you so much.
I want to give you that.
Thank you so much.
This is the question, yeah.
We'll be ready with answers, Ursula, in 1 week.
So, the top leader of any country should be demonstrating humility.
Yes.
Tough but humble. strong but gentle. Otherwise, you won't last long. Well, French presidents or any presidents nowadays, they won't last long anyway. They won't continue.
Oh.
Yeah, mostly just 1 term, 2 terms.
Yes, Master.
Today you are the king, tomorrow you're nobody. All this ephemeral, empty names. How come people don't learn from history or from the surrounding other examples?
Yes.
Arrogance and self-aggrandizement never serve anyone. Least of all, the leaders. The leaders should be more careful all the time. You are tough when you have to be, to handle some challenging situations. But you have to have humility in order to win people's hearts.
Understand.
If you win only half of France and the other half still against you anyway, it's already a precarious kind of ambience.
Yes.
So you should always be more humble and more realistic, more practical.
Yes, Master.
More pliant in the international political field. But I see it's very rare to have such leaders. What do we expect from this world, huh?
Yes.
Did I answer you everything?
Yes, Master, very clearly.
I hope so.
Yes, Master. Thank you.
Okay.
I have another question, Master. Senator Rand Paul of the U.S. Senate opposed the $40 billion U.S. aid package to Ukraine. Why would he do that, Master?
You think he should or not?
He should not oppose because Ukraine needs that aid.
Yeah, of course, Ukraine needs it.
Yes.
The whole world chips in to help.
Yes, Master.
And if the U.S. can afford it, then they should help more than others. He should be proud that his country is so just and generous.
Yes, Master.
But of course, I understand him as well.
Yes.
He's the only one that opposed.
Yes, yes.
The House passed it anyway.
Yes, it did.
He just stalled it for a while, maybe.
Yes.
Just to make it a little bit less enthusiastic, but still passed.
Yes, Master.
But I understand him. You see, at the moment, every country, and America also included, economy, is very shaky.
Yes.
Yeah, because of the pandemic, because of other wars, because of all kinds of situations.
Yes, Master.
And bad spending, bad organizing for financial upkeep and all kinds of things.
Yes.
And it's a lot of money.
Yes, it is a lot.
Oh, my God. If we didn't have Russia go in and brutally attack without cause, unprovoked, the Ukrainian people, then this money we could use a lot for Americans, for your people to live better.
Yes, Master.
Yeah, better schools or giving more loans for the students.
Yes.
So they can study well and then they contribute later to your country. Help more with health care, with pregnant women, single mothers, elderly without care, and or even help some refugees, deserving refugees from nearby countries. Some don't deserve because maybe they're gangsters or something like that. They mix in to come in to mess up America and selling children or drugs and selling anything that is not good for humanity.
Yes, Master.
So this $40 billion, wow, I could not imagine that kind of money. I would never have. Anyway, as soon as I have, I spend. Okay?
Yes, Master.
People look at my hand with a lot of holes between the fingers. They
Yes.
tell me I can never keep money. I say, oh, how did you know? I don't even need it in my hand. I would know that I can't keep money.
Yes, Master.
Yeah, I have some, of course, but just for spending on all kind of things.
Yes, Master.
So that's just a lot of money, yeah, and Americans need it also.
Yes, Master.
America is the top economy in the world even, but many Americans are also living at the border of poverty, not below.
Yes, that's right.
Millions of Americans struggling to keep the lights on, a roof over their heads. Since the pandemic started, it's only gotten worse.
Americans have been racking up utility debt during the pandemic. They now owe companies close to $20 billion, up 67% from the average year. A study in Massachusetts found 30% more families are now at least 90 days behind on their bill. Now, energy bills are skyrocketing due to inflation and supply problems.
Geraldine tells us she lives on $1,700 a month in Social Security. She says she pays $600 in rent, and at least $300 a month pays for needed kidney and blood pressure medications. The rest of her bills, like home utilities, car fuel, and groceries, she finds depressing.
How hard is it living on a fixed income?
It is hard. And I feel so sorry for my friends that just don't have this kind of money as much as I do, because they're much worse off than me.
In 4 months, Katya's rent for this 300 square foot apartment is going to jump from $670 a month to just over $1,000. She says her paycheck won't cover it.
I would consider living in my car. Yes, I would.
Home prices have skyrocketed in the last year. Apartments Katya can afford are so far away that paying to gas up her car would then be too much.
I would imagine that battling this at this stage in your life is...
It's really hard. It's really hard. It's... It makes me feel useless. Like, I'm not doing enough.
And I saw some homeless when I was in America as well.
Yes, we saw that.
And many children don't have enough nutrition or don't have as much as they should have to spend their childhood in peace and happiness and security.
Yes, Master.
This is just a shame. All this, I think they should make Russia pay back.
Yes.
If the war is over, or somehow make them pay. Make Putin pay because he's very rich. People suspect that he's the richest man in the world.
Yes, I think so. I think that's what they said.
Of course, whatever he wants, he has.
Yes.
All these oligarchs surrounding him, and they don't dare to breathe even anything negative. I mean, contrary to his ideas. So I'm also recently learning more about Putin. Normally, I didn't pay attention to any leader.
Yes, Master.
Like even President Trump and all that, I did not even think about him or mention him until something happened to them or something they did. It caught my attention that I feel I need to say something.
I understand.
Otherwise, I don't pay attention to anyone. You know that.
Yes, Master.
From the Pope to President Trump and even President Zelensky, I didn't even know his name until some months ago.
Yes. We didn't either.
Yeah. I didn't even know where Ukraine is and have never been there.
Yes, Master.
I heard something when they had some problem before, but it was a strange country to me.
Yes, Master.
I had no intention to do anything about it. Only recently, too many children, women, and elderly, and people suffer so much for no reason.
Yes, Master.
And it just caught my attention because I had to research some news or animal people, news for our TV. Then it caught my attention by all this war as well.
Yes.
Otherwise, we have so many wars already. What for is it a surprise anymore, yeah? But this war is really uncalled for, yeah?
That's right.
That's why the whole world is pissed off, you know. I'm sorry, is that a bad word?
Oh, it's okay.
It's okay. For Americans,
Yeah.
it's okay. They say that all the time, like they breathe.
Yes, Master.
Thanks to American movies that I learned some of these words, you know, like the B word, you know.
Yes.
S word, stuff like that.
Yes.
Of course, not your master speaking. That's why the whole world is so supportive of Ukraine. They feel so sorry and sympathetic to these poor, gentle, harmless people.
Yes, Master.
They were such happy farmers. Maybe their country is not the richest in the world. Maybe they are classified as one of the poorest countries in Europe. But they were happy people
Yes.
because they're not greedy. They are contented with what they have.
Yes, Master.
And they planted food for the whole world to use. Their merit is very big.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, farming people, they naturally have big merit because they do something that's nutritious for the children of God.
Yes, Master.
They raise up the children of God. They feed them. That's one of the best jobs you can have, farming, the farmer.
Yes, Master.
So most of them are farmers. They don't earn that much, but they're happy. They all look healthy and good to me until Putin came along and raided their farms, razed their houses, and killed their children.
Yes, Master.
and their wives and their parents, for example. Those who are weak, helpless and vulnerable.
Yes, Master.
No defense, cannot defend. So how can anybody support that? Just say if the Ukrainians give some land to Putin to satisfy his greed for now, he will not stop.
No, he won't.
Yeah, it is already obvious.
Yes, Master.
First Crimea, and then Luhansk, and then Donetsk, and now Kherson. And now they're doing a fake election there, a referendum just to coerce people to vote for Russia.
Yes, Master.
But everybody will know it's fake. Doesn't Putin have any shame, any honor?
I guess not.
Oh, yeah, how can a devil have any?
Yes, Master.
They are in the war just to harm humanity, to hurt, to maim, to corrupt, to destroy our planet. That's their job.
Yes, Master.
They're born to do that. Oh, my God. So you can't even blame Senator Rand Paul.
Yes, understand.
It hurts him. It hurts him because some of his people are still poor
Yes, Master.
and short of baby formula at the moment.
Yes.
And many people are poor, and in America it's chaotic still, yeah?
Yes, Master.
All kinds of problems, and his people should come first.
Understand.
Abbott Laboratories stopped manufacturing in February amid recalls and contamination fears. That shutdown has been adding to a shortage already strained by supply chain issues. In some states like Iowa, Tennessee, Texas, Missouri, and the Dakotas, more than half of the entire supply of baby formula is sold out. Many national chains limiting purchases now.
There's so much going on right now that worrying about feeding your baby should be the absolute last thing you are concerned about.
We want to help Ukraine, obviously, but it goes out the door so fast. Like everything gets done for Ukraine like this, like that, billions out the door like this. And meanwhile, Americans are looking around like, hey, Congress, what about us? Do you feel that?
Hey, I totally get it. Here's the problem with Ukraine. They run out of money in terms of buying weapons, I think, at the middle of May.
We should have gotten that weaponry out to them a year ago when we saw the buildup coming.
Oh, boy. Amen. Common sense tells you that Putin's not going to stop in Ukraine. Common sense tells you he was going to invade. Our problems here don't get better by allowing Putin to win in Ukraine because he won't stop.
Yeah, but can't we do both, Senator?
We actually can stop.
Can't we do fast track for America?
Totally.
Everything's fast track for overseas, but can we fast track it here?
The homeless crisis in America is worsening again. The COVID pandemic caused a surge in housing costs and a rise in unemployment, leaving nearly 600,000 Americans unhoused in 2020.
Right now, we are trending in the wrong direction.
In Vietnam, we say cửa trong nhà mới ra bề ngoài, meaning you first take care of your family, and whatever's left, you can donate. You can help outsiders. Of course, otherwise, how can you starve your family and take the money out to help others?
Yes, Master.
There's no logic, is there? So, of course, as a senator for his country, he feels hurt.
Yes, that's right.
If his people are set aside, like second best or something. $40 billion. Oh, I could never dream of that. We could make Supreme Master Television forever. I can take you out every day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, in the best 5-star hotel restaurant.
Wow.
Yeah, each one will have a car. If you even have time to drive. Yeah, I also have some cars, some second-hand cars, big cars before, like SUV because of the dog people.
Yes, Master.
Oh, people say love costs nothing. It costs a lot.
Yes.
They don't want a small car. They want a big car. They have a lot of belongings, more than I have.
Yes, Master.
Big bed, round bed, and then their room to sleep in. Like I designed dog people then.
Yes.
They love to sleep in it. But they also love to have sofa. So the sofa is when they're awake or lounging around, but when they want to sleep at night, they always go into their box. And the curtains drawn. They love that the best.
Yes, Master.
Sometimes before, when I moved somewhere else, we didn't quickly transport their dens, their dog houses.
Yes.
The inside dog house, not outside. They don't sleep outside anyway. I'm worried mosquitoes bite and animals come and bite them.
Yes, Master.
And when there's thunder, they're scared.
Yes.
So if I don't arrange the indoor houses to come quickly, they just pace up and down, in and out around the room.
Oh, okay.
And cranky with each other and with me. Grumpy. So they love to have a small space like that, private.
Yes,
They don't
Master.
want to sleep with each other. Anything, big or small, fine. Give me a box. Give me my own movable house. Each one has a mobile house. And they love that. Oh, why do I tell you about this? The cars. But normally I don't drive anyway. I don't dare to drive anymore because I'm worried about other people on the street if I drive. Okay. It's not to blame Senator Rand Paul or disregard him or anything.
Yes, Master.
Of course, he feels pain. Imagine that money, huh? If Ukraine was just peaceful, doing their own business, rich or poor, they never complain. They wouldn't ask anything from anybody because they're self-content. They're contented with their job, their work, their country. It's a beautiful country. I saw on the video. It's very beautiful.
Yes, Master.
And the country was minding its own business. Beautiful people also. And now Russia comes in and not only costs so many lives, costs so much money from the whole world, not just America.
Yes, that's right.
Each country helps according to its own capacity. They're all helping. I've never seen a war where they've drawn so much sympathy from the whole world like that.
So much cooperation.
Yeah, as well. But it's a pity. Even if we can afford to give $40 billion from America to Ukraine, it would have been better used for their children. Build schools, repair the roads and infrastructure for them to have a more comfortable life.
Yes, Master.
Instead of spending on weapons because of war.
Yes, Master.
So this is really, really such a great waste. So being a senator, it's not like he doesn't want to help Ukraine. He just feels pain. I would.
Yes.
Feeling the money is for wasting and for the destruction of war instead of making the country better.
Yes. And he's worried about it being spent wisely.
Yeah, or not.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I'm a little concerned also that all the countries are spending so much on military, even in the future, because of their worries. So now all of that money will not be able to go to their own people.
Yeah, I know that. All this is because of Russia's greed and brutality.
Yes.
And this is terrible. Putin is terrible. Putin and his advisors, his gang, they only for their own selfish interest, personal gain.
Yes, Master.
No one would do this for any explainable reason. Nothing. There's no reason to do this to another country's people, unprovoked even.
Yes, Master.
So I don't understand why the French President Macron would even side with Putin. And you know what? A French satellite I saw is still broadcasting Russian propaganda.
Oh.
Even now, I saw it on the news today. I saw just a headline like that, and that's enough. There's no need for further looking.
Yes, Master.
I don't have time to look at all the news.
Yes.
And most of the headlines are already very clear.
Yes.
Only when I need to look further, or I have doubts, then I read further. Oh. What kind of country? France is big and intelligent and a great country. I'm really surprised. I'm taken aback.
Yes, Master.
I thought the European Union, they cooperate with each other. That's why they call union.
Yes.
Together. Union means together.
Yes.
But there are a couple of them who are not so union. And, okay, fine, maybe because they just against something like don't ban Russian gas and oil because maybe they need. All of a sudden, they could not change so fast. That may be understandable. But to outright side with Putin and even broadcast his propaganda, this is too much.
Yes, Master.
It's too backward, too uncivilized. It's really out of my comprehension.
Yes, Master. Understand.
Out of my understanding. It's terrible, terrible. I never expected France to do this. And this will have a bad reputation for France. I just read it somewhere, some country people came out and protested against France even.
Oh.
Somewhere in, let me look, maybe I still have it here. I got the headline, but I have to look for it. Yeah, they went out and protested against France. Not in France, somewhere else. I find it. Oh, by the way, Ukraine won the Eurovision contest.
The Eurovision Song Contest. Yes.
Everybody's so happy. Me too, me too, me too.
They deserve it.
Yeah, they do. They deserve it. And that brings some positive energy into the country, which is a very good thing.
Yes, Master. At least some good news for them.
Yeah. Maybe I don't see it. Oh, yeah. In Chad, they staged an anti-French protest. And elsewhere, I saw it before. And this will pave the way for Putin to continue to do something bad in Africa and then frame it on France. They did it before.
Yes.
It's a very bad policy that Macron is proposing.
Yes, Master.
It is so outright by us siding with the bully against the weaker one and innocent one.
Yes, Master.
I don't think people will like it. I don't think the world will agree with him or respect him for that.
Yes, Master. Understand.
Just because he won the election, that doesn't mean much. If he doesn't show a good character, true leadership, then people will lose faith in him and lose respect for him. That's for sure.
Yes.
That's the nature of humans. Okay. Anything else?
Well, even in 2008, when Ukraine was applying for NATO, not only Germany opposed, but France also opposed.
Yeah.
Sarkozy.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Yes.
And because of that, Ukraine pays the price now.
Yes, Master.
Pays the price with the blood of its people. And Russia makes an excuse. If they already joined, then he probably would have had to think many times before he attacked Ukraine, before he even tried to take Crimea.
Yes, that's right.
But because Ukraine was just left exposed like that, vulnerable like that, of course, the bullies look for the meek and the weak, defenseless one. But this time, Putin had a big surprise, because the Ukrainian people, they stood together.
Yes, that's right.
They fight to the end, that's what I said. There are some leftover soldiers in the steel plant in Mariupol.
Yes.
They don't want to come out even. They don't want to surrender. They say, we will fight till the end.
Wow.
Even say goodbye to wives and kids already, in case they die.
Yes, Master.
And they suffer wounds without medical attention in the tunnels down there, below the earth.
Yes, that's right.
Because they're hiding under there to keep the last station.
Yes.
So Putin cannot claim that he won, because there's still some resistance.
Yes, that's right.
So they hold it. That's why they don't want to surrender. And even in an agonizing situation where they don't have medicine to treat wounded soldiers down there, they still don't care. I mean, they do care, but they care for their country more.
Yes, Master.
Oh, these are incredible people. And Putin, it's so terrible. War is terrible. War is terrible. But this war is truly, truly beyond horror, beyond brutality, beyond evil.
In a rare, even historic move, Amnesty International denounced Russia's unlawful use of force as a violation of the United Nations Charter and an act of aggression, a crime under international law. This is a move we very rarely make. The evidence we have gathered since the Russian invasion of Ukraine began in late February 2022. It implicates Russian military forces in serious violations of international law, including extrajudicial killings, disproportionate, indiscriminate attacks against civilians, including in densely populated areas, deployment of cluster munition that being so indiscriminate are banned under international law, abuses against civilians living under siege, and failure to protect and secure humanitarian corridors. A repeated pattern, large in scale and devastating in impact.
On the very first day when they captured me, they cut the fingers on my hands, and I had open wounds. So very soon these wounds started rotting, and eventually I had to have these fingers amputated. Please do something. Oh man, please help people. The thing is, humans also create too much karma, and it's bound to break out somewhere. Like maybe you have a problem with your liver, but it will break out onto your face or your skin or other places.
Yes, Master.
The same. In the world, we have collective karma together. So it just breaks out in Ukraine like that. And the guilty one is still not yet punished. The world is like a big body. So whatever the problem is, it doesn't always show where it is. It shows somewhere else.
Yes, Master.
Okay. Anything else?
That's all I have, Master.
It's good. It's good. All right. Originally, I did not have a conference today. Not official, but it's okay. You can always ask anytime if there is opportunity.
Thank you, Master.
We don't want to interfere with the world's karma, actually, but I just have to. I can't help it.
Yes, Master.
I can't help to feel pain with the animal people who suffer, to feel agony with the humans who suffer. I cannot help it. Otherwise, I had enough work to do already in my own world. Too much time it cost me. Extra.
Yes, I understand.
Oh, God. I can't even have a proper meal. One today, I can't even sleep. I force myself to stay awake so that I continue to work. Otherwise, how? One person, you know?
Yes, Master.
With so much work from all sides, and then the war is some extra work.
Yes, Master.
I have to be updated with what's going on in case you guys ask, and also to pray God to help, to do other things invisibly.
Understand, Master.
All right, my love. If you don't have any more questions or any arguments or any comments, then I talk to you guys another day, huh?
Yes, Master. Thank you for the answers.
Okay, no problem. I wish I could give you all the answers in the world. But it doesn't matter how I answer. Humans must answer to themselves about their own behavior and their own moral obligation as world citizens, and their own duty to protect this planet and their neighbors, including the animal people.
Yes, Master.
It's not I alone that can do everything. They have to change. They have to use their willpower and free will to do good, to check up on themselves, clean up our society, and be good neighbors.
Yes, Master.
But I don't know when it will happen. I don't know when this world will turn into a paradise, even though we could have done it yesterday already. It's so easy. Everybody lives, everybody alone, do their own business, help someone whenever they need, that's all.
and no more killing animal people or men, then we have a paradise. We have everything we need and more.
Everything is abundant.
Abundance, and we could feed all the people in the world free of charge and still have surplus. But no, waste it all, destroy it all by greed, by ignorance and arrogance. Oh God, I cannot cry anymore. My eyes hurt. Okay, my love. See you next time. Talk to you next time. God
Yes,
bless.
Master. Thank you, Master.
God bless. You're welcome. And say hello to everyone, okay?
Yes, Master.